Have you ever felt like disappearing? Like the noise, the pressure, the expectations? It's all just too much? Good. Because maybe that feeling isn't weakness. Maybe it's your signal, your sign to go quiet, to stop performing, and start becoming. In this video, I'm not here to motivate you with hype. I'm here to walk with you through silence, through struggle, and through self-transformation. This is for the ones building in the dark. If that's you, don't scroll. Stay with me, because this might be the message you didn't even know you needed. Chapter 1. Silence is your superpower. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is go quiet. Not because you're weak, but because you're finally choosing peace over noise. The world, it's loud. Everyone's talking, everyone's showing off, everyone's trying to be seen. But you don't need all that. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to prove anything. You just need one thing: focus. Real change starts in silence. When you stop sharing every thought, when you stop chasing every opinion, when you stop letting the world into your mind, because every time you talk too much, you give away your power. Every time you explain your goals, you invite doubt. And every time you look for approval, you lose sight of who you're really doing this for. So, step back. Pull away from the noise. Shut the door. Turn down the volume. Let the world wonder where you went. You're not gone. You're just busy building. You're learning to hear your own voice, to listen to your gut, to grow without needing applause. This is where it begins. Not with a bang, but with silence. Silence isn't empty. It's full of answers. It's full of power. And that power, it's yours now. So take it and disappear for a while. Chapter 2. The world doesn't need to know. Not everything needs to be shared. Not every move needs to be seen. In fact, the less they know, the stronger you become. Your goals, keep them close. Not because they're small, but because they're yours. Private goals grow faster. Louder goals get judged, questioned, torn apart. And your pain, it's real. But not everyone deserves to see it. Some people won't understand it. Some will use it against you, and some, they'll just watch. Not to help, but to gossip. So protect it, feel it, learn from it, but you don't need to post it. And your progress, that's sacred. The small wins, the quiet mornings, the late nights when no one's clapping for you. Those are gold. Don't ruin them by asking the world to notice. You notice, you celebrate. That's enough. People don't need to understand your journey. It's not their path. It's not their pace. It's not their purpose. So, stop giving the world front row seats to your growth. They don't need a show. And you don't need an audience. Grow quietly, heal privately, work silently, and when the time comes, let your results speak. Let your energy shift. Let your life do the talking. Until then, protect the process. Because when no one knows what you're up to, no one can stop it. Chapter 3. Build in the dark. Some of the strongest things in life grow where no one can see them. Roots, muscles, character, they all grow in the dark, and so do you. You don't need to show your progress every day. You don't need to explain where you've been while they scroll, compare, pretend. You're building something real, in silence, in shadows, in peace. It's not glamorous. There's no spotlight, no cheering, no likes, just you, your vision, and the quiet work. This is where real transformation begins. Not when you're being watched, but when you're alone, tired, unseen, and still showing up. You're not lost, you're planted, and what you're building, it's deep, it's solid, it's untouchable. They won't see the early mornings, the long nights, the doubts you wrestled, the habits you fought to build, but one day, they'll see the results, and they won't recognize you. Not because you changed overnight, but because you never stopped working in the dark. So, keep going. Let your silence be discipline. Let the dark be your training ground. You don't need applause. You need consistency. You don't need to be seen. You need to become. And when the world finally looks your way, it won't know what hit it, because the version of you that's coming was built in the dark. Chapter 4. Discipline over validation. You don't need applause. You don't need someone to notice. You don't need to hear, "I'm proud of you." What you really need is a routine, not a perfect one, not a fancy one, just a consistent one. Because discipline, that's where the real power lives. It's what gets you up on the days you feel like quitting. It's what keeps you moving when no one's watching. It's what separates maybe someday from "I did it." Validation feels good, but it fades fast. One compliment can't build your future. One like won't change your life, but a routine done daily, that's unshakable. It doesn't care if you're tired. It doesn't care if it's raining. It doesn't care if no one's clapping for you. It just asks, will you show up? Because showing up, especially when it's hard, that's how you become unstoppable. Not by waiting for motivation, not by chasing approval, but by doing the work over and over and over again. Discipline is love. Love for your future, love for your goals, love for yourself. So stop chasing people's praise. Chase consistency. Clap for yourself, even when it's quiet, even when no one sees. This journey is yours, not a performance, not a highlight reel, just you, and the choice to keep going. And that choice, made every day, that's what builds a life you're proud of. Chapter 5, Reappear or Don't. You've been quiet for a while, working, growing, changing, and now you're not the same. But here's the truth. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You don't need to make a big return. You don't need to prove anything. Because real growth, it's not loud. It's not for show. It's something you feel deep inside. You've been building yourself, piece by piece, learning, failing, trying again, and now you're stronger, quieter, clearer. Maybe the world will notice. Maybe it won't. Doesn't matter, because you know who you've become. You know what it took to get here. You know how many nights you kept going when no one clapped. That's enough. You can reappear if you want. Show the world the new version of you. Let them see your glow. Or you can stay in the shadows. Keep building. Keep growing. Keep choosing peace over noise. Either way, you win. Because you didn't change for attention. You didn't grow for approval. You did it for you. And that's the kind of success that can't be touched. That's the kind of power no one can take. So reappear or don't. You've already done the hardest part. You became someone you're proud of. And really, that's all that matters. Your journey's just beginning, and I'm walking it with you.